Hey teachers, are you wanting to change your Bitmoji Classroom from a Google Slides presentation to a Google drawing so that instead of having this view, your students will have this view? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. For more content like this, like, subscribe, and turn notifications on. All right, so this is my classroom announcement that I have. I don't have a Bitmoji, but there's a lot of teachers out there that just like to use the banners and the buttons, and that's what I preferred more than anything else. So this is what I have. It will work for whatever yours is. All right, so mine has links here, and these are the buttons that I have for my students to click on if they need anything. All right, so let's talk about how to make that a Google drawing. So inside my Google Drive, I have a folder dedicated to Bitmoji drawings, even though none of them are Bitmojis, but they're all my clickable announcements that I have, or pages that I put inside of assignments so kids can just click on the button and go to the website that I need them to go to. I have it in a folder like this so that my sharing permissions are all the same. If you're not sure what I'm talking about as far as sharing permissions go, at the end of this video, I'll link the video talking about sharing permissions and folders and how awesome it is, this awesome trick that I figured out, so you can watch that at the end if you're not sure what that is. But inside this folder, I don't have to worry about sharing permissions because I have them set already. So when I create this Google drawing, I'm good to go. All right, so first things first, go back to your Google slide, and we need to change the dimensions. All right, page setup. Now, I personally like to use pixels just because I'm more familiar with them as much as I use Photoshop. So I use 1920 by 1080. If you're more familiar with inches, this is the inches dimensions that I have. Now let me show you what that looks like in my classroom. All right, this is my announcement here. Now, sometimes, you can have it aligned to the left here if you would like, but there's only so far you can go over here this way. I think this is plenty big enough for me, so I don't need it any larger. If you would like to make it a little bit bigger, you can, but you cannot get much bigger than this with your banners and with your classrooms, because it will not extend much farther than this little edge right here that I'm making with the mouse. All right, I've tried a bunch of different things. You can't go out over here, so this is about as far as you can go. I have mine centered, so there's a little bit of a gap here. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. All right, so back to the drawing. All right, so I changed the dimensions of the Google slide. The Google drawing now, I need to do the same thing. All right, I want to go to custom. I'm going to go to pixels because that's what I'm familiar with, and that's the dimensions that I'm going to put in for my drawing. All right, so now back to Google Slides. Here's where it gets a little tricky depending on how your classroom is. A lot of the classrooms that are made, pre-made, or you found on the internet, or you found from the Facebook group, some of those have the backgrounds built into the slide. All right, so here you can see my background's a picture and I can move it around. I also have a background that's just the background of the slide. All right, so if your background is a picture, it makes it very, very easy. So you want to go up to the corner of the slide. Oops, don't do that. And drag the box over from the corner and select everything. All right. Control C or right click and copy. Go to the drawing and paste. All right. And see, only thing you want to do is make sure that all the edges line up real good so that you can't see any of the checkered background. All right, in the back on the Google drawing. All right, so if you can do that, you're good. Now, let's talk about what to do when you do not have a picture for the background. So let's say, again, I have this picture here. I'm going to delete it. So my background is actually the slide itself. So when I copy these, let me try that again. There we go. Control C, go back, Control V. The background doesn't copy with it, so that's a problem. It's an issue. I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Gotta pay close attention though, because it is a little bit tricky, but it's the easiest workaround that I found for you being able to get your backdrop the way that you want it. All right, so When I click on Google Slides, all right, what I want to do is I want to make a copy of this slide. All right, I want to make a copy of it. Then I want to select everything and delete it. All right, I want to select everything and delete it. All right, then I want to download the current slide as a JPEG image. All right, download the current slide as a JPEG image. Again, I've already deleted everything, so it's just the background that I'm getting. All right, and save that wherever you would like. So I saved it just in my downloads, so it'd be easy to find. Go back to your drawing, go to Insert Image, upload from your computer, and go wherever you save that file. Most likely it's in your downloads. So I'm gonna click that. It's gonna bring my picture up here. Now it does make it smaller because it's not exactly the same, but because of the dimensions we made, it does not distort the image and make it blurry. All right, now it will post it on top of everything. So you need to right click, go to order, and send to the back. All right, and now you have your Bitmoji drawing, nice and pretty, nice and easy. Now you don't have to have the big black ugly box around, and you're set to go in your Schoology classroom. If you enjoyed this video and you watched this far, please like, share with anyone who will listen. I would love to help as many people as possible with this channel. And again, I have links to other videos and playlists that will help you. And if you feel like it, hit the circle icon in the bottom left-hand corner. That's why you can subscribe and not miss any of the videos that I put out to help you as a teacher. Happy teaching and good luck this year. We'll see you later.